A horse's appearance, intelligence, and docility are the factors of esteem in determining its status as the most expensive in the world. These desirable traits and characteristics are achieved through the employment of selective breeding, though each breed's qualities are distinctive. As the various horse features vary, so will their price levels. Stories have immortalized horses for centuries. They have been depicted as participants in wars, the aid to a plowing farmer, pulling carriages in unison, dancing, racing, and even running free in the grasslands. Mythology also features horses in a wide variety of forms, including flying Pegasus, the elusive horned unicorns, and half-human creatures. One talking horse, Mr. Ed, even became quite a famous star on the silver screen. From the Pony Express to traveling circuses and every venue in between, horses have been dutiful performers of tough tasks, faithful companions, and even reputable performers. These majestic animals are as admired now as they have been for centuries by both adults and children alike. Horses have long inspired humans through their elegant form and their beauty, with art and statuary depicting them in various forms, sometimes with riders and other times solo. Racehorses have led to much financial ruin for those who took a chance in betting on them, yet made their owners millions. Not only are horses surrounded by mystique, but their existence has also even worked its way into our language, with expressions like horse feathers and referring to the power of an automobile as horsepower. But while horses conceptually intrigue us, owning and raising them is an entirely different story. A horse could be a necessity for the survival of a farm, a business venture, an indulgence, a family tradition, or just a pricey hobby. In that sense, every horse is different in its breeding makeup. So some are bred for stamina, strength, and function, while others are bred for speed and endurance. There are many horse breeds in the world. In this piece, we're going to talk about the world's 19 most expensive ones. Thoroughbred. The most expensive horse in history is a title generally given to Fusiachi Pegasus, the winner of the Kentucky Derby in 2000, as it sold for a stunning $70 million. In another case, during 22 years, 174 offspring of Northern Dancer from just one thoroughbred sire sold for a combined total at Keeneland sales of $160 million. Both of these examples illustrate with little doubt that the thoroughbred is the world's most expensive breed. Few don't appreciate the grace and speed of a properly trained racehorse. Thoroughbreds are bred specifically for that reason in a way that no other horse could measure up to. But while these horses are expensive, their price point is never a direct correlation to their racetrack success, with some of the most promising horses having a 0 race win record to their name. For instance, one of Northern Dancer and Secretariat's descendants, the promising Green Monkey, who collected the hefty price of $16 million in 2006, the highest anyone has ever paid for a 2-year-old horse, only to go on to never win a race. Dutch Warmblood, price $4,000 to millions. Dutch Warmblood is an even-tempered, impressive, large horse breed, considered to be a premium in such a category. It is bred for dressage and jumps and can most commonly be found in World Equestrian Games and Grand Prix contests, where its gait, demeanor, and size often earn it various accolades and ribbons. These competitions yield big money prizes, making Dutch Warmbloods a very expensive breed of horses. The animal's contemporary version is derived from the Dutch breeds Gelderlander and Groningen. By breeding them with thoroughbreds, the breed's athleticism and stamina vastly improved. There are 3 recognized categories of thoroughbreds: the original Gelderland working horse, a sport horse, and a harness horse. The breed hasn't been around that long, so it's still evolving. The most expensive Dutch Warmblood was sold for 11 million euros to a German trainer. The particular horse was a black stallion named Tortillas. Sella Francais, price $15,000 to millions. $15 million was once collected for Palliabet de Long in 2013 for world champion C'est la Francais, a breed of French sport horses. While it was only recognized as an official breed in 1958, the crossbreeding that led to its introduction has been going on for multiple centuries. Some know the C'est la Francais as a French saddle horse. These horses are typically either chestnut or bay in color, with most having white markings on their legs. Many of this breed's horses have become Grand Prix and even Olympic performers, renowned for their intelligence, athleticism, and show-jumping prowess. Standardbred, price $500 to $5,000. In a notable exception to the typical $5,000 high point of price for the standardbred horse Maverick, a trotting horse yearling sold for $1.1 million in October of 2019 at an auction. The name would easily make one think that this is an average horse breed, but it is actually globally recognized and has bloodlines extending back to 18th century England. Whether it's for a trot or a pace, standardbred horses are recognized for their harness racing skills. They are commonly used for pleasure riding, though a significant number can be found competing at show events. They have a heavy, long, muscular body build, more than thoroughbreds, with strong legs as well as powerful shoulders and hindquarters. They are great for training, which is why many beginners start with this breed. The Friesian, price $7,000 to $100,000. This ancient breed has been traced back to the Friesland region of the Netherlands. These horses are generally black with gorgeous flowing manes, fluffy tails, and feathered feet. This was the very horse breed ridden by knights during the Crusades. These days, they're often referred to as Dutch trotters. Their arrival in the Americas wasn't for war, but rather for agricultural assistance. Many of them make great carriage horses, however, while others are terrific dressage competition performers. While prices of breeding stallions can reach up to $100,000, a well-trained show horse could run a buyer around $40,000. The Hanovarian, price $7,000 to $100,000. Strong and large, yet elegant Hanovarians were bred to be trainable. They are an athletic, docile steed who are heaped admiration from show enthusiasts for their unique appearance. Throughout their historical beginnings in Germany, Hanovarians have been used for a variety of purposes ranging from coaching, military, and even agriculture. Throughout the decades of its breeding, the traits that have been intentionally retained were to distinguish the breed, equipping them for performances in show jumping and dressage. The Oldenberg, price $4,000 to $500,000. Another German breed named after Count Graf Anton Gunther von Oldenburg is the Oldenburg. While their namesake belonged to a dressage rider, these horses were bred for combat and were often presented to military leaders and rulers. In the 17th century, they garnered a high demand for carriage and riding horses. Contemporary Oldenburgs are stars in high-level dressage competitions all around the world. They are smaller than other horse breeds, with shorter legs, deep chests, long necks, and massive hooves. Compact yet powerful, these creatures are known for their calm demeanor and are usually brown, gray, or black in color. It is nearly unheard of to purchase an Oldenburg broodmare and ride horses for less than $100,000. The Arabian, price $1,000 to $150,000. This horse breed is one of the world's most legendary, as well as one of its oldest. They are renowned for their grade and endurance. It takes time to train a young Arabian horse sufficiently, though the breed is very intelligent. During the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Arabians were a cavalry mount favorite and are known to be best at lengthy endurance rides. Even the U.S. Army bred them until the late 1940s. However, closer to the middle of the 20th century came an exploitative period for humans and horses alike. By 1986, more than 110,000 registered owners were designated to purebred Arabian horses. But unscrupulous breeders, tax law updates, and various other issues caused the prices of Arabian horses to fall, causing some less than savory owners to abandon their steeds. Luckily, this has course corrected, with the pricing and popularity of the breed of these great horses stabilizing. Most of the owners of Arabians, about 70%, in the United States have purebreds for pleasure and recreational reasons. Those looking for a young Arabian to use as a trail horse could get one at a very reasonable $1,000 price point or less, but a broodmare would run a buyer upwards of $30,000. Holsteiner, price $3,000 to $50,000. One of the best-kept secrets in the dressage, jumping, and eventing sphere is a relatively uncommon breed of the Holsteiner. Bred initially as a utility horse for a multitude of purposes, the German Warmblood horse has elegant attributes as well as power and athleticism. They have even been adopted and trained for Olympic events. Their lifespans are an impressive 35 to 40 years. Compared to other horse breeds, the Holsteiner is regarded as a light breed, generally weighing fewer than 1,500 pounds. They're used for trail riding and ranch work, but have also been featured in show rings and even the occasional racetrack. The Andalusian, price $3,000 to $60,000. The pure Spanish horse breed is also known as the Spanish Andalusian and is one of the oldest known horse breeds in history. It is these horses that are commonly regarded as being depicted in cave paintings in various Spanish regions. During the Napoleonic era, some of the Andalusian horses were stolen and their breeding spread throughout various parts of Europe. For centuries, Andalusians have been prized by nobles, and while many consider the breed to always be white due to their service as diplomatic tools of the Spanish government in the past, they can be bay, gray, or even mottled. The Andalusians are agile, smart, docile, and sensitive. Their appearance is a bonus on top of their natural inclination for performance, making them proficient participants in classical dressage due to their dramatic and graceful movements. They're used as stock horses for bullfighting and at times even trained as war horses. Purchasing a show-quality Andalusian will typically run an average of $50,000. The Gypsy Vana, price $4,000 to $30,000. The Gypsy Vana was a breed considered to be the original carriage horse, bred by gypsies in Great Britain for the purpose of caravan pulls. Sometimes referred to as a people-sized draft horse, it is a genetic relative of the Shire and Dales, native British ponies. Their name is much more recent, though, only established in 1996 when they were first brought to the United States and entered into the country's growing horse registry. The Gypsy Vana's stature is quite small, about 14 to 15 hands, but their appearance makes them look heavy and broad, especially due to their thick-featured hocks and knees, as well as their long manes and tails. Their even-tempered nature makes them great family horses, and they've been known to be used as therapy animals too. The Quarter Horse, price about $3,500, with about $2,500 of annual upkeep. The American Quarter Horse is often considered to be the world's most popular breed for its versatility, being one of the more diverse and adaptable. It is the horse most closely tied to the American West. Its origins are believed to be from the crossbreeding of Native American ponies from the Carolinas and Virginia, as well as the Spanish Barb, brought over to Florida by Spanish explorers. After interbreeding with Thoroughbreds and Western Mustangs, the original Quarter Horse received a genetic boost, being unique in its ability to still be used for roping and reining, as well as trail riding and barrel racing. Its name comes from its ability to maintain speed for a quarter of a mile. The Morgan, price $2,500 to $4,000. Another United States-bred horse breed is the Morgan horse. It is, in fact, a symbol of Vermont. It stands out for its small, more compact stature, muscular build, and arched neck to constitute an overall refined appearance. While these horses tend to weigh under 1,000 pounds and be under 15 hands in height, they have wide heads with thick manes, bushy tails, and expressive eyes. The Morgan was originally bred to pull buggies and work on farm chores, but they're a versatile breed to be sure, also serving as racehorses and cavalry mounts throughout their history. These days, many Morgans can be found competing in side-saddle contests and trotting races. The Mustang, price $125 to $5,000. Mustangs are primarily known for their wild brethren that roam the western end of the North American continent. They're a type of warm-blood horse thought to be the descendants of Andalusians, as well as other breeds originally brought over from Europe by early Spanish explorers. Mustangs are intelligent, muscular animals, short yet hardy, often renowned for their endurance of withstanding hardship. It is, after all, what permits them to run in the unpredictable, frequently changing conditions of their environment and the rough terrain. More than most creatures, the Mustang suits the expression of born to run. Appaloosa, price $1,000 to $10,000, varying on age, level of training, and pedigree. One thing that immediately sets the Appaloosa apart from other horse breeds is its spot, though it is not a requirement to be classified as an Appaloosa breed. These horses are loyal, friendly, and gentle, making them great for young riders and those who are new to learning to ride. Appaloosas measure about 14 to 15 hands in height and generally weigh between 950 and 1,200 pounds. This strong-legged spotted breed was originally referred to as Palouse by the Nez Perce people, who are believed to have been responsible for developing them. The American Paint, price $1,000 to $5,000. The American Paint may carry the name of one region, but it's a globally favored horse breed, cataloging over 100,000 individuals who reside in as many as 40 different countries. Paints are versatile and used by a multitude of riders for a variety of purposes. Their temperament is genial, and they are well suited for jobs or general riding. Their bodies are small but strong and balanced, as well as agile and fast. Besides their athletic prowess and stamina, they are intelligent and calm, making them easily trainable. They are believed to be the descendants of Arabian and Andalusian bloodlines. The Tennessee Walker, price $600 to $8,500. The Tennessee Walker, sometimes known as the Tennessee walking horse, is known for a four-legged gait distinctive to this particular breed. They were originally bred for farm and plantation work in the South, but their, quote, running walk has made them a great choice for pleasure riding, as well as a fine show performer. Though its movements are showy, the Tennessee Walker is a calm horse, accepting English and Western-style saddles for both performances and trail rides. Family farms still make use of the Tennessee Walkers today, but their even temperament and trainability have made them great participants in film and television productions. The Clydesdale, price $1,000 to $3,000. The Clydesdale breed is similar to Belgian draft horses, but tends to display more grace. They are very smart, easy to train, adept at being ridden, and nearly impossible not to love. Their burst to international renown was when they were featured in Budweiser commercials. In fact, one of the largest Clydesdale herds is owned by Anheuser-Busch, though the individuals are kept in a variety of locations. They were bred for hulls and agriculture, so it isn't surprising that they excel in those areas. The British household cavalry uses the breed as drum horses to this day. They have numerous feathered areas and unique white markings, making them positively bathed in coloring. The Lipizzaner, 4,000 to 5,000 euros. Known as the steed of royals, the Lipizzan dancing horse stuns with its unique appearance, as well as its terrific ability to perform synchronized movements with its riders. How did they get this way? While the breed is not overly unique, their history points to the Spanish riding school as responsible for their fascinating talents. Performing is generally done by adult Lipizzans, and they can grow out their distinctive white coat between the ages of 6 and 10 years old, while their birth colors vary from brown, black, or gray. They are not unique only for their exotic appearance, but also for their athleticism, superb intelligence, and cultural history. Humans and horses have been bound since the times of ancient civilizations. So true is the bond that humans have been able to domesticate horses and use them for various purposes all around the globe, even though these creatures would not interact for centuries. It is truly a mark of a remarkable kinship.